Aaron Rodgers just told the Pittsburgh Steelers something no quarterback has said out loud in years. This is his last ride. Not a hint, not a rumor. A direct message that every player in that locker room now carries into every single practice, every meeting, and every game on the 2026 schedule. And the moment he said it, Pittsburgh's entire season changed. Most teams sign a quarterback and move on. They talk about the future, the rebuild, the window opening. Pittsburgh did none of that. The Steelers signed Aaron Rodgers, and the story immediately went somewhere else entirely. Rodgers made clear this season is his last. He is not playing for a contract extension. He is not testing the market next spring. He came to Pittsburgh for one reason, a Super Bowl ring, his second, and then he walks away from football forever. That is not a normal situation. That is a ticking clock on the entire franchise. The Steelers are not building towards something anymore. They are spending everything they have right now. Every draft pick, every free agent decision, every game plan this season exists inside one single question. Can Pittsburgh win a Super Bowl before Aaron Rodgers is gone? That question changes how the coaches call plays. It changes how the front office builds the roster. It changes how the players show up in August. And it changes how every opponent in the NFL prepares for Pittsburgh, because nobody wants to be the team that eliminated Aaron Rodgers in his final season. The pressure does not just sit on Pittsburgh, it spreads across the entire league. But here is the thing about this farewell tour. It is not guaranteed to be a celebration. It could become something much harder to watch. And the reason for that comes down to something most fans are not talking about yet. Aaron Rodgers has not played in a Super Bowl since February 2011. That is 15 years. He has one ring, 4 MVP awards, and a career that put him in the conversation for greatest quarterback of all time. But the last chapter of his story has been painful. He joined the New York Jets in 2023 and tore his Achilles 4 plays into the season. 4 plays. He came back in 2024 and played the full year, but the Jets finished 5-12. It was not the ending anyone expected for a player of his level. Now he is in Pittsburgh. He is 42 years old. He is betting that a new city, a new system, and one final push can deliver what the Jets never could. That is a massive bet. And it comes with massive risk. The Steelers finished 2025 with real questions at the quarterback position. They cycled through options and never found a clean answer. The offense needed a voice. It needed someone who walks into the huddle, and every player immediately believes. Rodgers gives them that the moment he steps on the field, but believing is not the same as winning. And Pittsburgh knows the difference better than anyone. Remember the title of this video. Aaron Rodgers' retirement decision changes Pittsburgh's season, not the signing, the retirement. That one word, retirement, is the reason everything that follows matters so much more. Walk into that Pittsburgh facility today and the energy is different. Players who have been in that building for years understand what this moment means. The Steelers have not won a Super Bowl since February 2009. That is 17 years. The city has been waiting. The franchise has been waiting. Now they have a quarterback who has done it before, who knows what it takes, who has been in January games, in NFC Championship games, in the biggest moments the sport offers. Rodgers does not just bring his arm to Pittsburgh. He brings his experience. The way he reads a defense before the snap, the way he manipulates coverage, the way he controls a game without turning it over. Those are things you cannot teach. You either have them or you do not. Rodgers has them at a level almost no quarterback in NFL history has matched. And the young receivers in that locker room are about to see what that looks like up close. That education alone changes who those players become. But here is what makes this different from any other veteran quarterback situation. Those players are not just learning from Rodgers. They are playing for him. There is a difference. When a teammate announces this is his final season, something shifts. You do not go half speed in practice. You do not coast through a regular season game in November. Every snap carries meaning because the person taking it behind center is done after this year. That is a powerful force. And Pittsburgh's coaching staff knows how to use it. But the schedule is about to test every single thing this team believes about itself. And what is coming in the first 8 weeks of the season should make every Steelers fan nervous. Pittsburgh does not get a soft start. The NFL does not hand farewell tours a gentle path. The Steelers are going to face contenders early, and the margin for error with a 42-year-old quarterback is thin. Rodgers needs the offensive line to hold. He needs clean pockets, because he cannot escape pressure the way he did at 28. He needs rhythm in the passing game because when that rhythm breaks down, the mistakes come. And in this league, mistakes in January eliminate you. The offensive line situation in Pittsburgh was not perfect heading into the offseason. That is the area the front office had to address, because Rodgers is only as good as the protection around him. Every great quarterback in history has said it. The line decides the season. If Pittsburgh protected the investment properly, if they built the wall in front of Rodgers the right way, then this team is a genuine Super Bowl threat. Not a feel-good story. A real threat. If they did not, then this farewell tour ends before it should, and Rodgers walks away with the same empty feeling he left New York with. The margin between those two outcomes is smaller than most people think. This is exactly why the retirement announcement matters so much. A quarterback playing for a future contract can absorb a bad season and reset. A quarterback on his last ride cannot afford to lose a year. Every decision Pittsburgh makes this offseason is final. There is no next year to fix it. Week 1 kicks off, and Aaron Rodgers will walk out of that tunnel for the first time in a Pittsburgh uniform. That moment will be one of the most watched regular season openers in years. The television numbers will be enormous. The city will be electric, and Rodgers, who has been in massive moments his entire career, will treat it like any other game he has played in. That is the thing about him. The stage does not rattle him. It never has. Green Bay, the playoffs, the NFC championships, he thrives when the weight is heaviest. That psychological edge is worth something real in the games that count. The Steelers are going to need that in January, because the AFC is loaded. The teams standing between Pittsburgh and the Super Bowl are not soft. They are built to win right now. Every week this season is a test. Every game Rodgers finishes healthy keeps this whole thing alive. Every loss pushes the margin tighter. Pittsburgh's front office built around a farewell tour. The coaches designed a system for it. The players bought in. Now the games have to match the belief. And the entire NFL world is watching to see if they pull it off. Because if they do not, Aaron Rodgers retires without that second ring. And Pittsburgh adds another year to a title drought that is already pushing close to 2 decades. That is a weight both sides are carrying into every single week of this season. So go back to what this video is really about. Aaron Rodgers' retirement decision did not just change his future. It changed Pittsburgh's entire season. The Steelers are no longer playing to build something. They are playing to finish something. For Rodgers, for the city, for a franchise that has been waiting 17 years for the feeling they last had in February 2009. This is not just a football season in Pittsburgh. This is Aaron Rodgers' last chance to write the ending he always deserved. And the Steelers are the final chapter. The question is not whether they want it badly enough. The question is whether they are good enough to get it. We are about to find out.